Hi everybody, welcome to episode 4 of BTC Time, which stands for Bitcoin, Tim, that's me, and coffee. So I hope you got your cup of coffee. And today we're going to be talking about what are Bitcoins used for. So yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, I shared with you a way that you can actually make Bitcoins 100% risk-free and for free. And I know a few of you actually downloaded the device that I shared with you and got started using Bitcoin. Cool. That's awesome. And thank you to Mun from Singapore, who also pointed out to me a little problem I had with my auto robot. So I really appreciate you taking the time to let me know. I have fixed it, and thank you very much. So for those people who clicked on the link yesterday and downloaded the tool that I shared, by now you should have a little bit of Bitcoin. Now, it's not going to be a huge amount at the beginning. It does actually take time to grow. But what if it grew? What if it grew indeed? So what are Bitcoins used for, and what can you do with them? Well, also in the last couple of videos, I've explained and shared my thoughts on the banking system and the financial world and the governments. And I've basically expressed my disappointment and maybe anger at how the banking system works and how he who has all the money controls everything. So the banks, the financial houses and the governments, they want to keep all the money, obviously, because they want to control us. And they have fought bitterly to stop Bitcoin from actually growing because they want to retain control. They don't want to give us control of our finances for obvious reasons. And that's why you see so much negative press on TV all the time, not only telling you to stay away from Bitcoin and sharing with you the dangers of it, but also misinformation. They're sharing stuff that's absolutely rubbish and not true. And are there dangers in Bitcoin? Well, yes, there's a danger that you could lose money, but there's a dangers in stocks and shares that you could lose money. There's a danger in fiat money that you could actually lose money. It's a volatile currency, and as I've stated before, you should never do any kind of investment ever, no matter what it is, with money that you cannot afford to lose. So if you do start with us with Bitcoin, don't go home and sell the house. Don't go, Henny, I've sold the house, we're going to do Bitcoin. Don't do that. Don't sell the house. Don't put Bitcoin on credit cards. Don't borrow money to do investment in Bitcoin. Take $10 out your pocket, $50 out your pocket, $100, whatever you can afford to lose. So if you lost $10, it wouldn't make any difference to you. That's okay, and then put it on get some Bitcoin, experiment with it, and once you're happy, if you're happy, then you can do more with it. Okay, so that's how you can get started with Bitcoin. What I love about Bitcoin is that you can actually get started with as little as like $1. So there's no need for anyone to not get started and be able to test it out. And as I said yesterday, I shared with you a system where you can actually get started 100% for free. So if you're interested in that, there's two ways of finding out about it. One is go and watch yesterday's video. The other way is go above this video, right to the top of the page, and send me a message. And in that message, which is an automated robot, you will get details of how to download a little ebook. And within that ebook, there is a system that you can use 100% totally free to get some Bitcoin. Now, the guys that did it yesterday, by now, if you had it running, you've got some Bitcoin. It might be 10 cents. It might be $1. But let me share with you what can happen to $1. Let's just suppose that you were getting $1 of Bitcoin every week, 100% totally free from this system. At the end of the year, you would, of course, have $52. That's 52 weeks, $1 a week, $52. Now, let's just suppose that what happened last year happens again this year. So this time last year, Bitcoin was about $2,300, give or take. By December, it was at $19,000. Okay, so it had gone up that much. It actually went up about 8 times from this time last year. So let's just say you've got $52 and it increases by 8. Would you be happy? And what if it increases by more than that? What if it's 10%, 20 times, 15 times, 20 times? Is that possible? It's possible. Can I guarantee it? No, I cannot guarantee it. So one of the things that you can do with Bitcoin is you can literally buy it and hold it. It's called HODLing. And the reason it's called HODL is because it's the letters HODL, which was actually a mistake. It was actually a message going from one person to the other person. He was saying hold it, HOLD, and he made a spelling mistake and it became HODL. And I guess they thought it was cool and they kept it and they call it HODLed it. And it actually means hold on for dear life. So basically what you do is you buy Bitcoin and then hope that it goes up in value. Now, just to give you an example of how this works is if you had bought Bitcoin this time last year, it was $2,300 or $2,400. I forget the exact amount, but about $2,300. Today, it's worth about $7,300. So if all you'd done was bought it and then held it, it would have tripled in value. So is that cool? So would you be happy if you put on $30, or let's say you put on $10 and now it was worth $30? What if you put on $100 and it was now worth $300? What if you put on $1,000 and it was now worth $3,000? Would you be happy? So this is the potential of Bitcoin. And it doesn't need to be complicated or scary because you only ever buy what you can afford to lose. You can start with $1. That $1 would become $3. It could become more. Can I guarantee it? Absolutely not. Is it worth taking the risk? I think so. I think it's worth it. You know, you got some spare cash? I think it's worth it. For me, it was definitely worth it. Last year, when Jane and I started, was it February 2017 we started. February the 28th, I actually got $100 and bought some Bitcoin with it. And I knew nothing about Bitcoin. That was my first venture into Bitcoin. I bought some Bitcoin, and by the end of the year, Bitcoin was worth $19,000, nearly $20,000. So did I increase the amount of Bitcoin I had? Absolutely massively. So as I say, it's no guarantee that it's going to happen again this year, but all the experts are pointing towards the fact that not only might it happen again this year, and towards the end of the year, September onwards, but that it could be bigger than the year before. And I think that's worth exploring. So one of the things you can do with Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin used for? One of the things you can do with it is literally buy it, hold it, and hope that it goes up in value. In the same way we do with stocks and shares, in the same way we do with treasury bonds, in the same way we do with lots of different things. We buy it and hold it, and then when we decide we want to sell it, we sell it. Same with gold, silver. So it's absolutely no different commodity from those other products. Okay? So if you've got any questions, feel free to leave a message beneath this video. Also, as I said, if you click on the little message button above here, you'll get a message from me from an automated robot. So bash that message button and I will get back in touch with you. Wherever you are in the world, have an amazing day. Look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon, no doubt tomorrow. Until then, have an awesome Bitcoin day. Enjoy your coffee.